So today, we're going to analyze the remaining 4 our iBommie views on love and how they behave in relationships one by one together with everyone. Are you ready? Alright then, welcome to all our friends from around the world. I'm really happy. When you think about falling in love, everyone thinks, oh, it's so sweet, right? But there are also people who feel like every time I meet someone, it never seems to be the person I truly want as my other half. So how can we make our love lives more fulfilling and get along better with our partners? First and foremost, we need to understand ourselves, right? Then, once we understand our own needs, we can look at our other half and see what differences they have, what unique traits they possess. Isn't that so? This way, many of our problems and conflicts can be easily resolved. This is really important, and it's also in our interactions that we can truly enjoy the relationship. Has love brought you a kind of sweetness? All right, let's take a look together. So this time, we'll also explore the details of how, in various scenarios, our iBommie, the personal energy companions, will react. So, what are the personality traits and what are the things we call red flags, things to avoid, or the bottom lines for different personal energy companions? We need to pay special attention to these. What kind of words can we say to them that can really touch their hearts? Without further ado, let's take a look. Alright, so before we start analyzing, first we need to find out, which personal energy companion are you? Among all of you, which type of energy companion do you belong to? To find out, we need to use our free test. Have you downloaded the iMatrix yet? Now, whether you're using an Apple phone or an Android phone, there's a free download available for everyone. You can also use the QR code displayed on our screen right now. Just scan it, and then you can take a simple, free test. This way, we can quickly find out which personal energy companion you belong to. You can also play along with your significant other. Alright, now that we know how important the personal energy companion are, let's start to dive deeper to understand ourselves and then find out some of our own traits and talents, as well as how to identify the personality traits of our significant other. Then, in the process of interacting with each other, we can gain a deeper mutual understanding. But remember, we're not supposed to constantly accommodate the other person. That's pointless. Ultimately, we should fully express our true selves and let our positive attitudes shine through. The other person will also be able to feel this love. We need to understand that while we are choosing others, they are also choosing us. It's actually very fair. So how can we bring out our true selves and also create a comfortable, stable, and harmonious relationship? All right, our first guest today is 𝐍𝐬𝐬. Are there any friends of 𝐍𝐬𝐬 watching on the screen right now? Let's type 𝐍𝐬𝐬 in the chat. Type 𝐍𝐬𝐬 so I can see how many friends of 𝐍𝐬𝐬 are here. That's right, it's you, 𝐍𝐬𝐬 friends. We say you are a group with a perfect sense of taste, 10 out of 10. 𝐍𝐬𝐬 is really sharp, isn't he? We need to know about his personality traits, right? His character. He's actually very cheerful, and he also has his own gentle side. So let's see. 𝐍𝐬𝐬 is so attractive and sharp that when he walks out into a crowd, you immediately notice him shining with a golden glow, so dazzling. You also feel that he's especially refined when it comes to the little details. He has great taste, as we say. It's like he has very high standards when it comes to taste. Really high, right? So it's easy for us to notice Ye presence. Also, when it comes to clothing, he pays special attention to the details. All right, let's take a look. From his appearance, we can already tell. But let's see what his values are like in terms of outward presentation. Ye dresses up so nicely, so we can say he really cares about how others see him. Looking at him, we can tell that we especially hope to receive some kind of affirmation from others. We particularly appreciate being seen with an admiring eye. If your significant other is a friend of Ye, then he's really an energy companion, just like Ye. So, we need to pay special attention to his clothing and the little details, right? When we go on dates, we might as well try to put some effort into our own outfits and appearance too, right? Put a little more thought into it, like, what are you going to wear today? Maybe we could wear matching couple outfits together. He especially likes this kind of thing. And then, during our date, we could also plan ahead and book a beautiful, stylish, and tasteful restaurant. It's really important, like where should we sit when we get to the restaurant? Let's say we're having Western food today. We should prepare and think about how the whole process will go. Also, it wouldn't hurt to, if you're a guy, for example, you could prepare a bouquet of fresh flowers to give to your partner. That's incredibly thoughtful, right? Yes. And he'll notice these little details as well as your sense of taste. You could even tell his where the bouquet is from, why you chose this color, and why you picked this particular type of flower. According to research, your partner will feel that every little detail adds a lot of points for you. It's really romantic. What we call a candlelight dinner can definitely move that's really important, right? And he finds certain topics especially attractive, like talking about hopes for the family's future. He really wants to build a complete and happy family. It's very heartwarming, so you have to remember that. When he's dating you or during the whole process, he already has images in his mind. He already imagines the formation of a small family. He fantasizes about that home, the sense of stability in a romantic and cozy house. That's because he is especially family-oriented. So, in your conversations, you can share more with his or ask his about these things. Ask his about his family, his relatives, and how he gets along with his family now. Ask his about some details regarding his family members. He will feel that you really resonate with his, that both of you care a lot about each member of the family. This is also something he especially likes. He doesn't just eat meals with Ye, right? So where else do you go with Ye? You might as well consider going to visit some show flats together. Wow, this kind of vision is amazing, isn't it? Take his to look at some show flats, see what a real home could look like, imagine it together. Then we can also go and check out, well, what the future could be like for others. Or watch some movies that are about family themes, about family ethics, those heartwarming films. They can really move Ye, you know? So pay more attention to these things. It's really joyful. All right, so when it comes to relationships, besides paying attention to our appearance and maybe wearing couple outfits more often, remember one thing. Ye tends to care a lot about his image, both in public and in private. So, as Ye other half, we shouldn't embarrass him. We need to be mindful, especially if Ye is meeting up with his friends today. So we might as well ask, hey, how are you planning to dress today? Maybe we could wear matching couple outfits, or we could coordinate our looks to complement each other. That way, Ye will feel especially proud when he's with his friends. He'll feel like his partner is just as attentive to details and has great taste as he does. This is something you should really pay attention to. All right then, let's look at the relationship aspect. What he really wants is for his partner to admire him or to feel a sense of pride, like, do you see how impressive I am? He wants his partner to feel proud of him. Now, if your partner happens to be someone quite like him, let me offer you a helpful tip. Try to make a conscious effort to discover more of the specific things he does really well. This could be in his professional career, within the daily life of the family, or even just in the unique way he chooses to dress himself. You can find opportunities to praise him more often or consistently show your genuine appreciation for him. Believe me, he will truly and deeply feel that in his heart. Great, I want to show off that kind of taste, that you can see it, that you really understand me. So whether it's from the outside or within the family, in both external and internal aspects, he'll feel, yes, that's right. It's really important for both of you to have that kind of resonance. So let's pay more attention to this, okay? All right, let's take a look. Yeah, it turns out he is someone, well, which means a very abundant person, a rich gold, right? When we express this rich gold, you'll especially understand that it's very dazzling. It's very attractive, very glossy, and in front of others, he stands out as especially sharp and valuable in every way. He can also, well, let you see that when it comes to money, the details he shows also reflect that he is really good. He has a unique eye for making money or investing, so we should definitely pay attention to that. Also, he is exceptionally kind and generous. On the other hand, when it comes to the person he loves and cares for, he is also very willing to invest a significant amount of his resources on love, to cultivate a deeply meaningful and lasting sense of romance. Not bad at all, right? We would say he's a warm-hearted guy. And for women, it's the same. As for men, you'll notice that this type of guy is very much a gentleman. He'll pull out a chair for you, open the door for you, and might even pick out food and serve it to you. You'll feel that it's really heartwarming, isn't it? So we should try to enjoy this kind of treatment from such a gentleman. The charm of a gentleman is that at any time, whether he's married or dating, you'll find that he's always a warm-hearted and attentive man. And for women, you'll also feel that he's meticulous, what we call truly elegant, very refined and charming. So it's good to interact more with such gentlemen. You can also communicate with them about things like music or topics related to the arts as well. Why is that? Because 𝐸𝐸 also has a great sense of aesthetics. So when you travel, you might as well invite 𝐸𝐸 to go see some art exhibitions together, right? He really enjoys that. Or you could go to some, what do we call them, auctions. He also has a unique eye for things. So let's explore more with 𝐸𝐸.